Like and subscribe right now, or you're going to have bad luck for the rest of the week. The first ever car, the Benz Patent-Motorwagen, was invented by German inventor Carl Benz in 1886. Since then, cars have come a long way, as technology advances have equipped road vehicles with sophisticated features and conveniences. Modern vehicles have reached great heights, with sustainable electric cars and increasingly powerful engines that allow the four-wheelers to break speed records every year. Though cars are definitely a very helpful form of transportation, they can be quite pricey. They are luxury items that generally act as a reflection of your wealth status. Therefore, it's common that affluent people often purchase whatever the newest sophisticated car happens to be. And while many resell their previous cars, many do not even bother and end up abandoning their older cars. While this is the most common reason, there are other reasons as to why we see many gorgeous cars collecting dust by the roadside. 10 most incredible abandoned cars in the world. Number 10. Miss Belvedere. This unique story about a Plymouth Belvedere is a rather interesting one. To celebrate Oklahoma's 50th anniversary of statehood, the city of Tulsa decided to bury a brand new gold and white 1957 Plymouth Belvedere in a vault just beneath the city courthouse's lawn. They also filled the car's trunk with relics and keepsakes from the state's cultured past. The unusual idea was that the car was a time capsule that would be dug up on Oklahoma's 100th anniversary in 2007 and would be given as a prize to the person who would be able to correctly guess the city's population in 2007. 812 contestants participated, and their answers were copied into a microfilm and stuffed into the glove box of the vehicle. The unearthing of the car was the city's biggest event. After months of planning, the vault was finally dug up in 2007. Upon opening the concrete vault that was supposedly built to withstand nuclear destruction, it was seen that Miss Belvedere rested half submerged in a pool of water and was in extremely bad condition. The winner of the competition and his wife died, and they had no children, so the car was given to their closest relatives. It took a decade for the car to be only partially restored, after which it was placed on display where it still rests at the Historic Auto Attractions Museum in Illinois. Number 9. DeLorean DMC12. You will probably recognize this amazing car from the famous movie Back to the Future. Although the car did not have a decent reputation after being released initially, it gained worldwide recognition and earned a legendary status after being featured as a time travel machine in the famous trilogy. Only 9,000 of these famous 1982 model DeLoreans were made, and due to the initial backlash that this model received, it is thought that only 6,000 still exist. Such a car was found in the woods of North Carolina in 2009, when a father and son were hiking through the forest. Despite being covered in years of dust, the unique features of the DMC12 made it easily recognizable. However, the car's current situation is unknown. There were many car enthusiasts who were willing to restore the car to its original condition, but since the car rests on private property and its owner could not be reached, no one was able to remove the car. Number 8. Ferrari Enzo. Out of the only 399 Ferrari Enzo models ever made, one of them was discovered abandoned a few years back in 2011 in Dubai. It is definitely a painful sight for all car enthusiasts to see one of the world's greatest supercars collecting dust in a police impound lot. According to reports from Interpol, the car was either stolen or purchased using stolen assets, and is part of an ongoing investigation. The 1.75 million car used to rot under the hot Middle Eastern sun and collect dust, but has since been moved inside a warehouse for safe storage. Although the condition of the car has improved, it is not going to be seen on the road anytime soon. It is currently under police custody and not for sale. Whoever can prove their rightful ownership of the car in court will get to keep it, but so far, no one has been able to do so. Number 7. Bentley. The British car manufacturing company Bentley Motors Limited is popular worldwide for their astonishing cars that are well known for their high quality, comfort, and intricate designs. Most of these cars are sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars and are a symbol of luxurious status. Therefore, it is very normal for anyone to be left shocked when finding a car of such caliber being ditched somewhere. Such a car sits idle in a lot on Sea Ring Road near La Cigale Hotel. It's been abandoned for years now and is completely covered in dust. Although it is believed that the car is still functional, there is no way of confirming this, as no one has claimed the car as of this video. It is not surprising that the car grabs the attention of every passerby, who often writes on the dust using their fingers. Number 6. Lamborghini Mira S. A 1960s Lamborghini Mira was found sitting idle in a dusty barn garage in New Jersey. The Mira S model is one of the brand's most iconic vehicles and has always been widely popular amongst the rich and famous. While it already had an expensive price tag when it was first released, it is worth much more now because of its rarity. The Mira was found by a collector in the abandoned barn garage in pristine condition. Although it was covered in an inch of dust, the original factory version even had its original tires, original paint, and even the original plastic cap on the clutch reservoir. It was supposedly the second of the 17 total produced and had been sitting in the garage since 1971. The exotic 1.2 million car is now displayed in an art gallery in Florida, complete with its cracked paint and lacquer. Number 5. BMW M6. With its classy look and hefty price tag, the BMW M6 is one of the most desired cars by car enthusiasts. However, the $106,000 car is not one that anyone can easily afford. Nevertheless, in Dubai, where the streets are filled with supercars, such a car was found simply left abandoned in a parking lot. The car had remained in the same spot for a very long time, gathering dust. The dust-covered car grabs the attention of passers-by who are often frustrated by the poor condition of such an incredible car. Their annoyance is evident as they are often seen riding on the dust of the car for the owner to wash it. The current condition of the car is unknown, although it is very likely that it has been taken to a police impound or has been restored to good condition and sold at an auction. Number 4. 1971 MGB. Although MGB roadsters are quite popular and more than 500,000 of them were made by the British Motor Corporation between 1962 to 1980, the ones that were manufactured in 1971 were quite rare, as only a few of them were produced. The two-door soft-top sports car was widely popular because of its good look, and subsequently became a favorite for classic car hobbyists. Therefore, it was very surprising when one was found abandoned in the woods. The car had remained there for 20 years, with plants and shrubs growing all around and over it. The bottle green shaded car was finally removed from the woods after a number of trees were cleared out of the path to drag the car out of the tangled mess. The roadster was not drivable and was in very poor condition. However, after a change in engine and several other replacements and repairs, the car was recovered and was able to run just like a new one. Number 3. Chevrolet milk truck. This one might not be as fancy as other cars on this list, but it makes the top 3, as this milk truck could be the last one in one piece of its kind. Although milk trucks have gone obsolete nowadays, due to advancements in technology over the years, they used to be widely used. The 1940 Chevrolet Double Duty was found by Turn and Rust in a massive classic salvage yard named Brown Auto Salvage, with more than 3,000 cars in it. Not only now, but even back in the day, the Chevrolet Double Duty was a rare find, as Chevrolet stopped their production of milk trucks, as there was not much profit associated with operating in such a niche market. This extreme rarity has made this find a very valuable one. Even though the milk truck is in very poor condition, it is possible to restore the vehicle back to working condition, although that has not been done yet. Number 2. Maybach 57. The Maybach 57 was one of the first models to be released after Maybach's revival by Daimler Chrysler AG. The car was released in 2002 and gained instant popularity because of its elegant design and luxurious interior. Only those living an opulent lifestyle were able to own this $500,000 car, and only 3,000 of these models were made. Therefore, it was quite surprising when one was found abandoned in a parking lot on the French coast. The car had been collecting dust on that spot for more than 4 years. While the car looks like it is in running condition, there are a few noticeable damages to the exterior. The emblem of the car seems to be missing. The suspension has given out as the car sits too low, and the rear tires have very negative camber. Many people have reflected upon their frustration by riding on the dust-covered car. Number 1. Ferrari F40. If you are a car enthusiast, you already know about this magnificent car, so it may break your heart to know that one of them has been left abandoned by the side of the street in Iraq for more than 20 years. However, unlike their owners who are too rich to take proper care of their cars, this gorgeous red F40 was owned by dictator Saddam Hussein's son, Uday Hussein, who was killed by U.S. Air Forces in 2003. At the time of his death, the car was being repaired, but with no owner to return the car to, it was left to rot under the sun. The car remained intact there for years, but became faulty with time. That is all for today's video. Thank you all for watching. After learning of these amazing cars left rusting and forgotten, how do you feel? We'd be interested in reading your reactions. While you are here, go ahead and click on one of these 2 videos on your screen. See you there!